Coleman's Park. Who finished just 2 points behind them in the league and who haven't been in the Premier Division since 2008.
Cobh were quickly into their stride as they sought to make home advantage pay in the opening leg. Rob Lehane had tried his luck with this shot, but it was just off the target. Lehane spurned another chance as Drogheda struggled to find their feet. The forward controlled the ball well before unloading a rising shot that cleared the crossbar. Cobh goalkeeper Paul Hunt was not pressed into serious action until the closing 4 minutes of the opening half. Here he was on hand to keep out Adam Wixted's low shot. The effort from Wixted certainly gave the Drogheda fans something to shout about. The opening goal arrived on the hour mark. Gareth McCaffrey scampered down the visitors' left wing to deliver the cross. Mark Griffin was on hand 6 yards out, rising unchallenged to head home and give Pete Mahon's side the upper hand on the scoreboard. And just 2 minutes later, Drogheda took an even firmer grip of the tie. Shamrock Rovers loanee McCaffrey drove home after a free kick to beat Hunt. It left Cobh with plenty to do to turn it around. Cobh, who have been out of the top flight since 2008, were understandably desperate to get a goal back. Craig Donnellan tried his luck with a shot that keeper Stephen McGuinness was glad to see go over as time continued to run out for Cobh. Over the remainder of the game, Cobh continued to battle to reduce the deficit, but Drogheda, beaten on their last trip to St Coleman's Park in July, held on for a 2-0 win to leave them in command heading into Friday's return leg.
Yes, and that's going to make it difficult for Cobh Ramblers. Dave, what has been the view of Cobh Ramblers in Cork this season?
Well, you have to say that it's been a tremendous year for them, really. You know, Stephen Henderson has done a fantastic job. For me, really, you know, they've overachieved really this year, you know. It's really an amateur club down there. You know, what Stephen's done is, as I said, to get him to this position and, you know, at this late in the league has been tremendous. And for me, I'd like to see them have one more year in the first division and then push on. For me as a Corkman, I'd love to see 2 League of Ireland clubs down there. Yeah. You know, get derbies going and get the crowds back to Cobh as well. But you know, I just think that the experience they'd get by staying there down one more year. If you look, I look at Wexford Youths, and last year they ran away with the league, and they found it extremely difficult this year to compete. But you know, down in Cobh as well, their new chairman got in there, Bobby Donovan. I know Bobby well from Claymore Cork City, great football man, and you know, they seem to be going in the right direction. But you know, as I said, you know, it would be great to see them up in the Premier League, but I'd love if it happens next year for them. Yeah,
nice ground at St Coleman's Park as well, which wouldn't look out of place in the Premier Division. But Johnny, it's advantage Drogheda United.
Absolutely, it's fantastic 2 away goals. You know, looked as if Cobh had a couple of chances, but I'm sure Pete would be delighted. You know, going back up to United Park with the 2-goal advantage. Next goal will be vital. But it looks like, you know, if Drogheda can play up to their potential, that they could go through. I'll be delighted for Pete, but I'll be more delighted for Fikra Cairns, the chairman there. Great man, and I hope they get through.
Well, and let's just look a little bit further. I mean, if it is Drogheda United who get through, how do you think they'll fare against Wexford Youths?
It'd be difficult. You know, Wexford are, you know, they've had a tough season. Most of the season Wexford have been defending very, very deep against better teams. Now they have to go and expand. I always find the team that's maybe coming down against the team that's coming up. The team coming up in the first division, Drogheda, they've good experience in that team with Sean Thornton and stuff, the Brennans. Yeah. But they'll give Wexford a difficult game if they get through.
OK, well, just before we go, some of you will know that Cork City under-19s are the first Irish team to compete in